Hello, and welcome to the Barrie Colts podcast. Recent news, we changed hosts and are now connected through Podbean. So please show your support for the podcast by subscribing on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, Podbean. I'm Ryan McArthur, and today I have a very special guest with me, General Manager of the Barrie Colts, Jason Ford. Jason, how are you doing today?
Good, Ryan. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to join me. I know the fans will really appreciate it. Last year, the interview with Ryan Noble was a very popular episode, and it had about 15,000 hits, listens. So, yeah, it's great to have you on. How's it going lately? The Colts are doing a lot in the community. I keep seeing things about the meal program and whatever, 900 meals per day. How's it going in general with that and with the situation with the COVID virus and all that?
Yeah, well, basically we had our draft, it's almost 2.5 weeks or so ago. So we were really, we were really busy with that, getting ready for that. We started with that, the interview process. We interviewed some kids during the season, and then we started doing some interviews, meeting kids, in their respective hometowns or places that made sense. And then when they put the restrictions on, we obviously had to stop that. So we did basically everything through Zoom video conferencing and stuff. So it was a different process for sure. It's a little different sometimes when you can't get to meet someone in person, but I don't know, it still gives you a good idea and you can collect all the information based on that. But so we were really busy with that. And then after we got our drafts done with, it's just basically touching base with doing video conferencing with all of our players, just seeing how they are and trying to keep them positive. All of our players, returning players they're, they have their routine, they're working out, they're finishing their schoolwork, they're, like everybody else, they're probably getting to some stuff that they don't normally have time to get to. So that's basically what I've been up to in the last, week and a half or 2 weeks since the OHL draft. So just trying to chip away at some stuff. We have the European draft coming up, down the road. We're not sure exactly when that's going to be, but, just kind of chipping away at some stuff, getting work done remotely as we can. And then, I've taken my family. I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, and took my wife and them in the last couple of weeks to help. Basically, what the Colts are doing is, Monday to Friday, every day they're doing, like you said, between 700, 900 meals, soups. We did the chili the one day. They have pastas. They got something going every day, and we're putting those together for the food bank, the women's shelter, the health center, various charitable organizations for people around the Barrie that need it. So, we're just trying to keep ourselves busy in the Colts. It's a really good initiative. They basically, they're packaging up like over 3,000 meals a week. And, for my family personally, I thought it was, good to get the kids over there and put them to work a little bit. And they really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's great. I've seen a lot about this, and it's really awesome that you guys are the Colts are doing that for the community. Good to take the kids out there. And I remember when I was younger, my dad was at the Kempenfeld Kiwanis, so I used to have to go and do that kind of stuff. And it's good to learn that those community values at a young age. So glad to hear everything is going well with your family and with the Colts and the players and the organization. And it's a tough time, but yeah, that's great. And another positive thing I saw lately is the Dale Hawerchuk news. He rang the bell at the hospital for his last treatments for his cancer. So actually, it's interesting. Gene Pereira just came out with an article today, and it's called "Always a Fighter," and it's really positive. I really like what I'm seeing when I'm reading this, and The coach said that he'd love to coach in the fall, but he's not sure. And he's really optimistic about his health going forward, and he's excited about the team. He says Barrie's got an exciting team, and we're set up for the next couple of years, thanks to you. So what's the news from you guys with Dale?
I mean, it's basically, it's very positive. A lot of what you said. He's feeling a lot better. You're just going to see how his health is here moving forward, and I think he's obviously been a very difficult time on him, but it's when we first found out about it, back before training camp, it was late August. I mean, it hit everybody around the organization really hard, obviously, and a lot of people hard in the hockey world that know Dale. But he's been a supporter the whole year. He's been keeping up with everything with the team, and he's, we hope to see him back on the bench in September, or, provided the season gets started on time. We'll have to wait and see on that. But, we obviously hope to have him back behind the bench in next fall or the fall after at some point here, hopefully.
Oh, that's great. That's great news. Yeah, there's I guess a lot of stuff up in the air with the virus. It's a very uncertain situation. I guess no one really knows what to do or what to plan for, but I guess time will tell in the next weeks and months to come.